Once, there was a wise Zen master who had devoted his life to understanding the human mind and mastering his own emotions. He had spent many years studying various spiritual teachings and had practiced meditation diligently until he had finally achieved a state of emotional maturity. One day, a young student came to him and asked, "Master, how can I become emotionally mature like you?" The Zen master smiled and replied, "Emotional maturity is not something that you can simply attain overnight. It takes time, practice, and patience. However, there are some signs that you can look out for to gauge your progress." The student nodded eagerly and listened as the master explained the 8 signs of emotional maturity. The first sign of emotional maturity, empathy, is an important trait to have. Empathetic individuals have the ability to understand and share the feelings of others before they react. They take into account how their actions or words may affect someone else's well-being. Responding with empathy opens up possibilities for constructive communication and deeper levels of connection. Empathy can be cultivated through mindful practices and a willingness to set aside your own thoughts and opinions to understand someone else's perspective. The second sign of emotional maturity, being less argumentative and more accommodating, is a demonstration of self-control and maturity. It's easy to be stubborn and defend your point of view, but being able to approach a situation or conversation with objectivity means that you're open to listening to the other person's perspective. It also shows that you understand that most things aren't always black and white, and there is often more to the story. When you learn to be less argumentative, you create space for constructive conversations and productive outcomes. The third sign of emotional maturity, feeling comfortable being alone, is crucial to understanding oneself. Taking time to reflect, recharge, and focus on oneself can significantly improve self-awareness, self-esteem, and clarity about one's values, priorities, and goals. People who feel confident in their own company can also have healthy boundaries and relationships with others, as they do not rely on them to fill a void. Comfortably being alone requires some self-reflection and an understanding that learning to be strong in your own company can help you navigate through life's challenges. The fourth sign of emotional maturity, honesty, is not only respectable, but it also builds trust in relationships. When someone shows vulnerability and chooses to be honest about something, they open lines of communication for more profound trust. Dishonesty can often cause more significant harm than the actual actions themselves, and it breaks the foundation of any healthy relationship. It's crucial to have a strong sense of ethics when it comes to being honest with someone else, but it's also important to practice self-honesty. Acknowledging your character strengths, flaws, and forgiving past mistakes can be liberating and allow space for your personal growth. The fifth sign of emotional maturity, seeing the good in others, requires empathy and compassion. When you learn to focus on people's positive attributes, you begin to appreciate their uniqueness, their potential, and their strengths. When people feel seen and valued for what they bring to the table, they tend to respond in more positive ways. Having a growth mindset means that instead of indulging in blame or judgment, you seek to guide and assist others in becoming their best selves. The sixth sign of emotional maturity, letting go, can be a challenging but incredibly freeing process. When you hold on to things or people out of fear or insecurity, you limit your own progress and growth. It's essential to choose your battles wisely and not waste precious energy on things that are out of your control or don't matter in the long run. Letting go requires trust, self-love, and belief that every ending brings a new beginning. The seventh sign of emotional maturity, letting go of perfection, is liberating. When you see that perfection is relative, you tend to put in your best efforts and aim for continuous self-improvement without being crushed by expectations. Nobody is born perfect, and every mistake or setback provides an opportunity for personal growth. When you embrace your imperfections, you also embrace your uniqueness and path, which can lead you to a more fulfilling life. And finally, the eighth and last sign of emotional maturity, appreciation, can help you cultivate gratitude and joy in everyday moments. When you count your blessings, you focus on what you have instead of what you lack. When you find joy in little things, you learn to live in the moment, be present, and enjoy the journey. Being grateful and appreciative can significantly impact your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Remember, even small things can have a significant impact on your life, and nurturing appreciation can give you the strength to navigate through life's ups and downs. The student was amazed by the wisdom of the Zen master and asked, "But how can I achieve all these things?" The Zen master smiled and said, "It is not about achieving something, but about releasing what is blocking you from experiencing it. You already have the potential within you to become emotionally mature. All you need to do is practice mindfulness, cultivate compassion, and let go of your fears and insecurities." The student nodded, feeling motivated and inspired to begin his journey towards emotional maturity. He thanked the Zen master for his guidance and left, feeling hopeful and determined to unlock his full potential. From that day on, he practiced meditation, reflected on his emotions, and worked towards overcoming his fears and insecurities. Slowly but surely, he began to notice the signs of emotional maturity emerging within him. He felt more compassionate towards others, more patient with himself, and more grateful for everything he had. Over time, he realized that the journey towards emotional maturity was not about achieving some external goal, but about discovering the beauty and potential within himself. He learned to embrace his imperfections, practice self-love, and find joy in the simple moments of life. And in doing so, he became a shining example of what it truly means to be emotionally mature. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, so please subscribe the channel. See you in the next one.